in the Bible, there was a time when Jesus said to Judas Iscariot, he said, "That thing you want to do it now." Jesus was not a fan of procrastination, even though the thing Judas was about to do was to betray him, a betrayal that would lead to him being killed. He still didn't want Judas to procrastinate on it. So, if Jesus was not a fan of procrastination, why are you? Funny, right? Okay, I know that was a super weird example, but I really needed to get your attention. You see, procrastination is something we all struggle with. Like, I used to be a master procrastinator. I'm not even sure that I'm fully recovered yet. But you see, over the years, I've learned to build systems, strategies, frameworks that help me continuously get things done. And in this video, I'm going to share this framework with you, and that will be coming up shortly. What is up, Breakthrough Nation? This is from Naya here, and I'm still attempting to demystify entrepreneurship. Now, if this is your first time here, you want to learn how to start, grow, and sustain a profitable business around your creativity, start now by subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you don't miss anything. The problem with procrastination is not in doing the thing that we're procrastinating on. It's in getting started. I once heard Mel Robbins say that it's been proven from research that if we can get people to start doing stuff, 80% of them will keep going until maybe they run out of steam. Because the problem has never been about working, but about avoiding work. So, if we can trick our mind to just get started doing the work, we'll make tremendous progress moving forward. Once you start, you won't stop. So in this video, all we're going to be talking about is the framework, the strategies, tips that have helped me and thousands of others around the world to stop procrastinating or to become recovering procrastinators, if there is a thing like that. So before we get into the tips, let's find out what really is procrastination. I got this interesting image from procrastination.com. Yeah, there is a site like that called procrastination.com. Can you imagine? Because procrastination is like a global pandemic. And because I love definitions and how they bring things into perspective, I'm going to share one definition about procrastination from wikipedia.com. Procrastination is the avoidance of doing a task that needs to be accomplished by a certain deadline. It could be further stated as a habitual or intentional delay of starting or finishing a task, despite knowing it might have negative consequences. Interesting, right? Despite knowing it might have negative consequences, we still procrastinate. Pretty serious. Now, how do we go about overcoming procrastination? Well, be sure to keep watching because that's what the remaining part of this video will be about, starting right now. Number one, find the root cause. If you're procrastinating on something, chances are there is something making you procrastinate. It could be that you're confused about the task at hand. Maybe you don't have full clarity about what it is you're supposed to do regarding that task. And once there is that mental block of confusion, you will inevitably procrastinate. Like you keep pushing it away until maybe later when I have the time. So find the cause. It could be that you're confused, or maybe you're even tired. Maybe you just need to rest so that you can recharge your batteries and get to work. So find the root cause. Are you confused or are you tired? Now, on to the second strategy that can help you avoid procrastination, which is to plan, to batch, and to chunk things down. Many people procrastinate because the goal that they're trying to work on is so gigantic that it becomes overwhelming. How do you overcome this overwhelm? Is to actually sit down, plan, and chunk these things down. For example, if you're a sales manager and you have a goal to reach 1,000 prospects in the next 100 days, thinking about it like that, like, oh my goodness, 1,000 prospects, it could become overwhelming because 1,000 is a lot to handle. So the best thing you can do is to batch these things and chunk it down. And the best way to chunk things down, especially this kind of goal, is to divide 1,000 by 100 days. And that comes down to 10 prospects per day. Like, come on, you can handle 10 prospects per day. It becomes a piece of cake. So go ahead now and chunk down that task that you're procrastinating on and get to work. Another strategy or tip that can help you overcome procrastination is to schedule the thing that you have to do. Because like I said earlier on, it's been proven that if you can just get started, like commit to doing only 5 minutes of that task, it's a way to trick your brain to just get started doing the work. And the truth is, you keep going for longer than 5 minutes. Like I've tested this principle and said, okay, let me just spend 5 minutes doing this thing. And before I know it, by the time I raise my head up, it's been 3 hours. So trick your brain, schedule it, and show up at that time. Tip number 4, set a reminder. One reason you might be procrastinating is because you keep forgetting to do the thing that you're supposed to do. So help yourself out, like do yourself a favor by setting specific reminders. For example, you could use the alarm system in your phone to just set a reminder. Like maybe you want to drink water regularly. So you could set an alarm on your phone to remind you to drink water. Or you could even use post-it notes around the house, like put them in strategic places that you know you will definitely see when you're moving around the house. Like just write it, remember to drink water, or remember to not eat sugar or sugary food. Yeah. Tip number 5, set a strict deadline. Yeah, I said strict for this reason. Have you ever heard of Parkinson's law? It states that work will always expand to fill up the time that is allotted to it. Meaning that if you assign 2 weeks to do a task that might normally take 2 hours, that task will become so complicated and so complex that it will fill up the 2 weeks. And guess what happens when you permit that? You will end up procrastinating, because the more complicated the task is, the less likely that you get it done. So set a strict deadline. If you know that this thing is going to take 2 hours to complete, make it 2 hours. Don't overcomplicate it by giving yourself 2 weeks and tricking your mind or convincing your mind that you have time to work on it. Set a strict deadline. Don't be a victim of Parkinson's law. Tip number 6, eliminate distraction. I think this one affects all of us. Like for me, I'm a recovering movie addict. Like I cannot function well when there is a movie playing in the background. Like there is no way I can concentrate to write. Instead, I'll start watching the movie with my mind's eyes. So what do? If I have something important to work on, I switch off the TV. I will switch off the phone. I switch off my internet, put it on airplane mode so that I can concentrate on the task at hand. Guess what? These things, the internet, the TV, they will always be there waiting for you when you're done with the task at hand. So do yourself a favor, eliminate distractions. Tip number 7, you might want to commit to an accountability partner. Yes, if you really want to optimize your productivity game, you might have to commit to an accountability partner. And it's not just about telling someone, please hold me accountable, I want to do so, and so. You will have to put in place consequences if you fail to do the thing that you're supposed to do at the time that you're supposed to do it. How do you think I'm producing 1 video per day for these 100 days? It's because I have an accountability partner and there are consequences if I fail to post a video a day. So even though I'm tired, I'll still show up, do the work, because when I remember the consequences, I wouldn't want to go through that. So yeah, if you want to optimize your productivity game, get an accountability partner and use consequences. Tip number 8, use a visual tracking system. I use a tracking system called Don't Break the Chain that was made popular by Jerry Seinfeld. Here's how it works. You print out a sheet of paper or a calendar with days on it. And so what you do is on each day, once you do the task for the day that is leading you to accomplishing a particular goal, you either tick it or you put an X. So after some days, let's say 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 days, you'll start to see a streak of these X's or ticks, and you would not want to break that chain. So it'll make you always show up to do the work so that you can put your tick or your X. For example, if you have a weight loss goal to lose 20 kg in 6 months, and one of the tasks you're supposed to do is to do 1,000 skips per day, how are you going to meet up? You can use a tracking system like this, don't break the chain tracking system, so you don't miss any day. All you have to do is print it out and put it on the wall, and then start ticking and Xing whenever you're done with your 1,000 skips. This is an interesting example to me because it's something I have done. Some years ago when I was overweight, one of the tasks I did was skipping, and that is how I was able to track my progress. I made sure I didn't miss any day that I was supposed to skip by using the Don't Break the Chain visual tracking system. You should try it, it totally works. If you need one, you could click the link in the description below, and it will lead you to a page where I've uploaded some resources that I share to people watching my videos. So just click the link, put your email address, and you can download it for free. Tip number 9. Change your mindset about what you're working on. It could be that the reason you're procrastinating on this particular task is that you feel it's something you don't enjoy. Yeah, granted, there are things we really don't enjoy doing, but if this is a part of your work and you know it's something you've got to do to move to the next level, and you don't enjoy doing it, you might need to change how you're looking at it, at least just to get the task done. Be happy about it, be grateful for it. There are some people who don't even have what to do. Some people are praying to be busy like you are. So be thankful for it, and just be happy that you have work to do. And you'll see that your creative juices will start flowing, and you'll have a rush of energy to get the task done. So I found this disturbing quote from Seneca, and it says, "While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away." I want you to think about that the next time you're trying to postpone something that you're supposed to do. Life is slipping away. Do you really have the luxury of life to waste? I guess not. So that's it from me for today, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Until then, I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.